The Phoenix Players are a charitable amateur dramatic society which has brought a host of comedy, drama and musicals to Portsmouth since the 50s. Cinderella is this year's pantomime of choice, and we're lucky enough now to be joined by Buttons, Prince Charming and of course one of the Ugly Sisters. Well, thank you so much guys for coming in, and just for maybe out there who hasn't heard of the Phoenix Players, who are you guys? What have you been doing all this time?
Well, we've been going for quite a long time now. We tend to do three productions a year, and we do a pantomime every February, usually in the half term. So yeah, those 3 set plays a year are kind of a good way to get involved in the local community and just put on a show, really.
Fantastic. And some people may kind of attribute a pantomime as more of a Christmassy kind of thing, but actually half term is quite a good time to do it, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it means that all the parents can bring the kids down and see it, and sort of there are so many on over the Christmas period that it's nice for them to have a break and then come and enjoy it again.
Fantastic. And again, obviously the pantomime is known for some kind of funny traditions and things. So what sort of shenanigans have been going on behind the scenes, shall we say?
We couldn't stop laughing. There's been so many songs we've had to sing, and obviously we've been laughing through that, and the odd person making jokes the whole way through. And very entertaining, to say the least.
And as I said, we've got one of the Ugly Sisters here. Obviously, you've left the other sister at home today.
Yes. She's going to beauty school to get some beauty tips, because she's not as gorgeous as me.
I suppose that's one of the things, obviously, you've come here dressed up in your costumes today, and do you ever kind of accidentally go home in them sometimes?
Yeah. Or you go home as your character, you'll be walking down and you hear yourself repeating lines or like acting out as your character in their voice. It's just very creepy how much you actually get into the role.
Yeah, I said one of my lines in Tesco the other day by accident.
I suppose once you're kind of in that mindset as a character, it can be quite difficult to break it sometimes.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't know about you though, because your character's quite specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I find myself, sometimes you've got some punchlines and someone will say something that's similar to a line that's one of my cues, and I'll say that punchline, whether it's at work or around the house or wherever.
I suppose though, actually, to be in a pantomime, you've got to be quite a funny person generally, would you say?
I think a good script helps.
Yeah, definitely. And good directors.
Yeah.
And I suppose, obviously, although we said at the beginning there is an amateur dramatic society, but actually some of the production values for some of the things you guys have done have been really quite good.
Yeah, because we work obviously really, really hard. We do 3 or 2 rehearsals a week, sometimes 3, even 4 when it comes close to the show date. So we do put a lot of effort in it to make sure that we're not like looking amateur, but we are amateur.
And then how do you find kind of fitting that schedule into your everyday life?
Oh, it's exhausting. Yeah, it's definitely exhausting. But as soon as you get to rehearsals, you just sort of forget everything else. Like, we have so much fun that every time I leave, I'm just bursting with energy. I find it really difficult to switch off after rehearsals.
And obviously, many people out there would have seen a pantomime before, but what kind of different elements do you guys bring to this performance?
I think it's just the cast have like really like changed it. Like, you wouldn't think that this cast would be able to like change it. I know when I first read the cast list, I was like a bit confused as to the roles, but like now that we've properly like got into it, it's definitely like coming to life.
Yeah, definitely. I think the cast is a huge part of it. We've got like a comedy duo who is part of the script, not the usual story, and they've just made it completely their own, like nothing else you've seen before. It is really good.
So really injecting some of your own personalities into each role then.
I think there's a mixture of ages as well. So we've got young Nick here, but we've also got some people who are retired, and so there's a whole nice mixture of ages, which I don't think you tend to get in your traditional pantomime.
Fantastic. Well, it certainly sounds like it's going to be an amazing show. Obviously, the biggest question that we haven't asked yet is if people wanted to come along and get involved and see you guys on the stage, what do they need to do?
I think our Prince Charming knows the website. It's ticketsource.co.uk/bookit. And it runs from Wednesday the 14th of February to Sunday the 18th of February. There's shows at 7:30 and there's a matinee on the Saturday and Sunday. Tickets are available for £10 for adults and £8 for children.
So it might be quite a cheeky little Valentine's gift for somebody then.
Definitely. and I'll be looking for a man to flirt with. So.
I'm sure there'll be plenty in the audience, but I'm afraid that's all the time we've got for now. Thank you guys so much for coming in to see us.
Thank you.
Thank you.